From Sabang to Merauke, Indonesia is a home to various ethnic groups, faith, and customs, all thriving in harmony. In this modern era, there remain those upholding traditions as the basis of life and society. And they include those in Manggarai Regency is Nusa Tenggara. My journey to learn more about my homeland brought me to Ruteng. A predominantly Catholic town in Manggarai. The churches here have therefore become attractions for the tourists. And the one you would not want to miss is the old Santo Yosef Cathedral. Built in 1929, Santo Yosef is strongly influenced by European architecture. This dominance stems from missionary activities during the Dutch colonial era. Despite renovations, the cathedral retains its original charm. Ruteng is also known as the city of 1,000 of monasteries. And this one is the new cathedral built in 2002, named Santa Maria Diangkat ke Surga, standing majestically as the pride of Ruteng people. For the locals, Catholicism is also their way of life, their city's identity, and deeply embedded as their culture.
One thing about this city that its people base their lives not only on religion but also custom. Well, I'll show you in a moment. After admiring this architecture, I'll be heading to my friend's sister's wedding. I heard that they will have a customary marriage today.
Here in Ruteng, the customary wedding called Nempung remains a pivotal cultural event. And the Nempung I am heading to takes place at the bride's parent house, not too far from the cathedral since the city is quite small. There are many stages of Nempung, but my arrival coincided with the final stage procession of these traditional ceremonies in Manggarai marriages. And this is the groom, Remy Karu. I can see a bit of tension in his face, even though that he and the bride were married in the church 7 years ago. Yes, you heard it right. Here, the Nempung ceremony marks the culmination of the traditional marriage rite of the Manggarai people. Nempung needs to be done, no matter how long you have been married, as a form of culture that specifically highlights one of the important events in human life, the marriage. While the men are having their own preparation, the ladies are in the kitchen preparing the wedding meal. They are cooking pork, chicken, and dog since dawn. And this is Yuve, my friend who invited me.
Right now, we are still waiting for the bride because the bride is still in her room while the groom is already on the living room. I bet that she's gonna be really pretty. Jadi sekarang saya dengan ibu sambil menunggu pengantin. Ibu ini siapa namanya?
Nama saya Pak Ibu Dorotea.
Dorotea, ini ibu siapa?
Si
Ibu Elsie, cantik-cantik ya ibu ini di sini.
Ya, lumayan.
There is one unique situation before the bride presented, and that when kids pretend to be shadow brides. Aside from brighten up the mood, the shadow brides symbolize loyalty, where men must always choose their wife no matter how many beautiful women out there. And here is the real bride, Yuliani De Brito, the second of 7 children, the younger sister of my friend. She looks gorgeous. Just like the shadow brides, Yuliani is carried by her uncles to the living room, accompanied by the sound of the gong, folk songs, and chanting prayers. The bride is covered by an umbrella, symbolizing protection of her little family from the sun's heat. Before the marriage, both families agreed upon how much the bridal gift that the groom would give to the bride. The bridal gift varies from family to family, but the amount usually based on education and social status. And by performing today's procession, meaning that the groom has fulfilled the bridal gift agreed by both families, even though it takes years to hold it. This also marks the handover of the bride by her family to the groom with blessing. Here, the blessing is really important and is sought not only from the living but also from the dead. Hence, an offering in the form of pig is required. The fresh pig's liver is presented to the ceremony spokesperson to find out whether the ancestors blessed the wedding while hoping for the best future for the marriage. The pig's liver will then be burned, mixed with the rice to be presented for the ancestors. The wedding ceremony continued with the offering of a chicken. Its blood is then smeared on the big toes of the couple. Some local families prefer to hold customary wedding first, while others put church wedding first, depending on their priorities.
Orang Manggarai sebelum mengenal agama itu memiliki ritus tata pernikahan, mulai dari pertunangan, habis itu mulai sampai di menikah. Ada anggapan dan juga dipercayai sama orang Manggarai bahwa kalau tidak melakukan itu, mungkin saja nanti dalam keseharian, misalnya ada sakit atau ada musibah yang menimpa pengantin wanita dan juga turunannya nanti. Tetapi kita juga memikirkan bagaimana ini, yang prioritas dulu kuliah dulu kan, mending dia kuliah dulu gitu. Nah setelah kuliah, habis itu punya pekerjaan, setelah semuanya longgar, itu lakukan.
Attending a Nempung ceremony offers a profound glimpse into how these traditions weave together not just two families, but how the people prioritize harmony and respect in life. Not only does it unite two families, Nempung also resonates deeply within the Manggarai culture. Akasha Fiandri and Dipta Dewi Guna for See Today.